more predictions, and it's semi-final too. What's up Eurovision people, it's Jonzers over here, and on my channel I talk about nothing but Eurovision. So today we're making predictions for this year's Eurovision semi-finals, and today we're gonna talk about semi-final number 2, where we have 17 countries and they're fighting for 10 spots in the final. Honestly, I think semi-final 2 has got more of my personal favorites in here. We are going to lose some of our darlings here as well. So let's just get straight to it and predict what's gonna happen in semi-final 2. However, before I do so, please don't forget to put a thumbs up if you did like this video, and feel free to subscribe to my channel, as that would make me really happy. So in this semi-final, there are 6 countries that I think will be sailing to the final without any difficulty at all. The first one is Switzerland. Switzerland is one of the favorites. Switzerland is serving something really good, really of a high quality, and juries are going to be particularly wet by this song. Bulgaria is going to the final as well. It's the same thing with Switzerland, I think. Juries are really gonna get behind this song. It's true to what's happening in the music industry outside Eurovision, and it's also of a really good quality. In that block of ballads, I think Bulgaria will definitely stand out. Finland is going to the final as well. I'm not really used to saying that Finland is going to be a definite qualifier because they've had some dodgy ones, but I cannot see a scenario where this isn't going to the final. This, and I'm going to say it right now, this is going to win the televote in the semi-final, I personally think. Greece is another one. I think Greece is going to the final. This is going through. I think it's a really good pop song. It's got that 80s Dua Lipa sound that many people will vibe with. And I heard a little rumor that there is some pretty good staging and some really risky and never seen before staging coming up for Greece. I don't want to hype it up too much because I don't believe in that bandwagon of, staging will get you to the final, but we're talking about 10 spots here, so Greece will definitely be in there, I think. San Marino is going to the final, yo. San Marino is going to be in the final, and I've never been so comfortable in saying that because they're probably the country with the worst track record that is still in Eurovision, and I just think this year is the year where they have no problems at all. And Senate is really likable. I think this will do very well with both the juries and the televotes. And it's that sort of bop which gets the juries in as well. You know what I mean? It's not too divisive for juries not to like this. I think this is going to do particularly well in the jury vote and also with the televote. And my last definite qualifier is Iceland. I think Iceland is one that many people have been sleeping on, definitely in the Eurovision bubble. I think, the comparisons with last year's song are very essential, are very much there in the Eurovision bubble. This is that quirky kind of song. The younger viewers who vote at Eurovision, I think they will be voting for this song. So those are 6 songs that I think will definitely be qualifying. There are 11 more songs to go, and 4 of which I think have very little chances of going to the final. And the first one is Georgia. I think the song is really sleepy. I think Tordike is not showing half his potential with this one, and it's a bit boring. I'm not gonna lie. The same narrative applies to Portugal. I think Portugal will not go to the final. It's a good song. I don't hate it, but it's not competitive at all. And I can't see a scenario where Portugal make it to the final because the song is just a bit of a dirge in a way. Yeah, I don't think Portugal's going through. I like Estonia, but I don't think they're going to the final. I do like this song. It's definitely middling, but again, with the running order, I think they're completely murdered. With staging, I think they will suffer a little bit, and I don't think this is going to be impactful enough on the night to really get those votes to make it in the top 10 of the semi-final. And some people have been talking about Uku Sofiste appearing as not likable and kind of arrogant. I don't personally get that, but I actually really like Uku, but people have mentioned this, so maybe there will be a portion of the viewers who get that. I don't know. I don't think they should because I don't think it's true, but you have to take it into account, and I don't think Estonia is going through. And closing out the show, Denmark. This is one of the songs where I just can't imagine juries putting it anywhere except last. It's also not in English, so we know how juries tend to not be into songs that are in native languages. And yes, it is closing, but every 4 years at Eurovision, a song that closes out the semi-final doesn't qualify. Moye 3 in 2013, Triana Park in 2017, Fear and Flama in 2021. No, I don't think Denmark is going in. So that leaves us with 7 countries on the border, and they are Czech Republic, Austria, Poland, Moldova, Serbia, Albania, and Latvia. I'm gonna kick this off with Austria. Austria's not going to the final. This song is really, really sleepy, in my opinion. I put it in the borderline as opposed to the no, because juries might push this forward. But I don't think they're gonna push it forward enough to get to compensate for the lack of televotes that this is gonna get. I mean, Panda in 2019 for Austria, she had a better song in my opinion, and it was more targeted for a particular audience, and she got 0 points. So I just can't see this one doing much better. Let's talk about Serbia. I think Serbia is going to the final. Hurricane are a girl band, the only girl band I think in the semi-final. It's a good song. It's a really good song. It's upbeat, it's fresh, it's fun, it's a wall of sound, and I think it will do really well. Juries might have a harder time because it's also not in English, so we might be losing a few votes there, but ultimately I think the televote will push this forward enough for it to be in the final. Moldova. This is borderline for me, but I'm gonna put it through. The song is great. Natalia Gordienko sells it really well. She's such a good actress. She performs so well. She's a very shape-shifting kind of artist, and she's working with a dream team. Philip Kirkorov, Dimitris, Sharon Vaughan, and probably Fokas Evangelinos as well. Yeah, this is gonna have some really good staging probably. And it's also got those Eastern European beats that a lot of countries in Eastern Europe will probably be like, oh, okay, representation. So yeah, Moldova is definitely in there for me. Poland. We've talked a lot about Polish diaspora in previous years, and I think the Polish diaspora is quite dormant. So I don't think Poland is going through. No. This song is growing on me, but ultimately it's got a lot of factors that will discourage people from voting for it. Number 1, Rafał can't sing if his life depended on it. This is so heavily auto-tuned. This is so not a vocal moment, and I'm not saying that, Serhat again went to the final with basically singing all of his song off key, but he actually had a good song. I don't think the song is strong enough to be in the final, and it's also got that Eurovision stereotype linked to it, that it's cringy, it's cheesy, it's fast food music, it's got this 80s trend written all over it. No, I can't see Poland going through. I think this will actually compete with Denmark to be last in the jury. I think Latvia is going to the final. I really think Latvia is going through. I would say Samantha Tina is one of the most compelling artists of 2021, certainly for me. It's obviously got some really empowering lyrics. It's got some feminist lyrics, and I always think that definitely gets a huge chunk of votes in. And she is an artist that looks like she's doing her own thing. And when a woman is doing that, I think it's really empowering, it's really inspiring, and a lot of people will vibe to that. She's also coming quite late in the running order, so people won't forget her. And a lot of people say this is going to be murdered in the jury vote. Here's the thing. If Hvala name in 2018, if that qualified with the jury, I can see a part for this one as well. I can see this coming like 9th or 10th in the jury. Mind you, I don't think she's winning the semi-final. I definitely think she's a borderline qualifier, and she's going to qualify in the last 3 or 4 spots. But I think it's going to happen. And, we've seen with North Macedonia in 2019, where the feminist vote just really skyrockets, not only in the televote, but also in the jury. It may be more of a, I want this to go through rather than I think this will go through, and maybe I'm making excuses to back my narrative, but I really think this is going to the final, and I really hope it does, because it's a great song. I think the country that's going through is Albania. This is very much in the vein of Yonida Maliki's song. It's a good song. The intro that's bound to draw people in. I think it's in a good place in the running order. It's sandwiched between two of the most boring songs in the semi-final, in my opinion. I can't see the juries hating this that much, actually. I really don't. And if there's one year where Albania won't mess it up with the staging, it's this year, because money buys you good staging. Not always, but most likely. While I'm definitely not ever joining the bandwagon of name dropping for staging, it can't be too bad, can it? At least it's gonna be structured. And if Yonida Maliki could qualify with some really last minute staging, I think this is gonna do well as well. Czech Republic is in my top 10 this year. While I definitely love Benny Cristo and his song, I think the televote will not get behind this as much. I have a feeling that this is gonna do well in the jury, but the televote will just forget about this. It's also really early in the running order. I don't know, I just have the feeling the Czech Republic will end up being forgotten, and as much as I would love them to go through, I think they may slip in at 11th or 12th place. Anyways, that's my prediction for semi-final 2. Like I did say, it's my prediction, it's not what I want. I would like to have 11 qualifiers from the semi-final, that would be very nice, but not gonna happen. What do you guys think? Do you think my prediction is fair? Do you think I predicted the right qualifiers? Speak to me in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm always very excited to hear what you guys want to say. And if you want to follow me on my Instagram, my username is over here and my link is down in the description box. And if you also want to subscribe to my channel, please do. Please do. Why else would you be here? Subscribe to my channel for more Eurovision content. I'm bringing some very interesting content later on in this month, so why not? Just subscribe. And if you did like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys later. It's been a pleasure. Bye-bye.